Kim Kardashian is now facing a lawsuit from a man she believed was nearing the end of his life. I know that sounds a bit cryptic, but it's just Kim doing something a little careless. Typical Kardashian behavior. We're all aware that Kim has aspirations to become a lawyer, and she's been advocating for people who are wrongly imprisoned, which I actually respect because there are too many innocent people behind bars. However, she's currently being sued by a man named Ivan, a project manager from New York, who Kim mistakenly identified as someone on death row in Texas. The death penalty is a serious matter, and the idea of being sentenced to die in prison is horrifying. But if you didn't commit the crime, you shouldn't have to face the consequences. Fortunately for Ivan, he lives in New York, where the death penalty is no longer in practice. The confusion here seems to come from another Ivan with the same name, who is actually in Texas. They share similar features, and Kim mistakenly shared a black and white photo of Ivan, the New York project manager, looking healthy and happy. There are some facial similarities between the two Ivans, but it's not a perfect match. What do you think? Do they look alike? Leave your comments below.
It's such an insane story. Basically, Kim Kardashian, someone on her team, posted a photo on her Instagram story raising awareness for a man on death row, except they used the wrong picture, and just some guy who's a project manager in New York City instead of the actual inmate. So this man had to issue a statement to his friends and family on Facebook saying that he wasn't about to get executed. Imagine seeing a friend on Kim Kardashian's Instagram story urging to sign a petition to stop this person from getting executed, and your distant friend. And whoever's running Kim Kardashian's socials just needs to do a better job, because this should not be a mix-up that ever happened.
I'd be suing Kim too if I were Ivan. Not only did she use my photo for another person on death row, but now my name and reputation are tied to whatever crimes this other man is accused of, especially if they're bad enough to warrant the death penalty. It's a mess. Kim posted the wrong photo of Ivan in February 2024 while trying to bring awareness to a case. But if she was really aiming to raise awareness, you'd think she'd do her due diligence. I respect her work in prison reform, but it honestly feels like she was trying to use Ivan for clout. Ivan says the mix-up subjected him to public humiliation, ridicule, shame, and disgrace. At that point, if everyone's kicking you out of their lives, you might want to reconsider your friendships. Sure, it's an awkward first impression, but it was a mistake. Still, Ivan's entitled to some compensation for emotional distress, and let's be real, Kim Kardashian has more than enough money to pay him off. Maybe send him on a nice vacation to relax. I'd recommend Florida instead of Hawaii, though too many people are flooding Hawaii these days. Ivan claims that Kim's post caused him sleepless nights, headaches, nightmares, and even PTSD. His reputation was hurt, and he had to seek medical care and emotional counseling. Some people have weighed in with mixed opinions. One commenter says it's just an innocent mistake, while another suggests Kim countersues for attorney fees. Yet, another said they'd absolutely sue a Kardashian if they had the chance, and they don't blame Ivan for going after her. When the incident first happened, Ivan called out Kim, saying that some idiot on her team had used his picture instead of the actual inmate's photo. Kim did take down the post, but Ivan says the damage was already done, considering Kim has millions of followers. Now he's after some money. Kim's lawyer, Michael, argued that it was a simple mistake of using a public photo of a man with the same name to promote Kim's criminal justice efforts. He said they prefer to settle without going to court, but they'll defend Kim if needed. It sounds like they're ready to settle, and honestly, with all of Kim's money, she could probably pay Ivan to get him to move on from the whole ordeal. In a completely unrelated but still interesting turn of events, Kanye West is probably seething over Kim's latest deal with Nike, especially after his fallout with Adidas. Nike has been struggling lately, with sales down and stock values dropping. So enter Kim Kardashian with her new Nike Skims line. The brand claims it will disrupt the global fitness and activewear industry with innovative designs. So get ready, gym goers, your butts are going to be pushed up, and your boots will be on display in the latest Nike Skims. But seriously, how are you even going to work out in this stuff?
Kim Kardashian is partnering with Nike to launch a new brand called, you'll never guess it, Nike Skims, that will launch apparel, footwear, and accessories that will be available this spring online and in a select few stores. This is one of the best things that could happen to Nike, a company that's seen its stock plummet almost quarter over the last.
People have some strong opinions about this new Kim Kardashian and Nike collaboration. Some are really excited about it. One comment reads, "This is about to be the best Skims collab of all time." Another person excitedly comments, "Kimberly in her bag, Kardashian, showing their support for her business ventures." A third person chimes in with, "Oh, this will hurt their bank account," suggesting that Kim's influence will definitely make waves in the market. But not everyone is thrilled about this partnership. Some people are genuinely disappointed. One commenter says, "I like Nike so much. This is disappointing." While Liz writes, "No, Nike, don't do it." Another person adds, "Gutted by this. Would have preferred to see collaborations with athletes or even just someone less problematic." It's clear that Kim's association with the brand has caused some mixed reactions, especially from those who might prefer Nike to team up with athletes or figures with less controversy surrounding them. Now, I didn't go to business school, so I'm not exactly sure how the logistics work. But as far as I know, Nike owns 3 major brands: Nike, Converse, and Michael Jordan. With Skims now joining the fold, this will be their 4th brand. This could be a long-term collaboration, similar to the Yeezy Adidas deal. For a while, Kanye West had his own line under Adidas. But once things took a turn for the worse with his controversial behavior, the collection was locked away in a warehouse. Will Kim's collab have the same lasting power? Only time will tell.
How do you understand the implications of the Nike Skims deal? So Nike Inc. consists of just 3 brands: Nike, Jordan, and Converse. The new brand between Nike and Skims, Nike Skims, will be their 4th brand. Notably, LeBron James doesn't even have his own brand at Nike. He has a lifetime deal in a 750,000 square foot innovation center, but he doesn't have his own brand. That's the thing. Skims didn't even ask for it. Skims came and said, "Let's do a product line together." Nike was like, "Oh, something bigger. We'll give you all your own brand within Nike."
I don't think you fully understand the implications of this Nike x Skims deal. Nike Incorporated is made up of just 3 major brands: Nike, Jordan, and Converse. So the addition of Skims as the 4th brand is a huge deal. And here's the kicker: LeBron James doesn't even have his own brand under Nike. He has a lifetime deal with the company and a 750,000 square foot innovation center, but no official brand of his own. Now, Skims didn't exactly ask for this kind of partnership. They came to Nike with the idea of collaborating on a product line. But Nike saw the potential for something even bigger and decided to create an entire new brand within their empire for Skims. This is no small feat. Now let's shift gears to Blake Lively. I just know Taylor Swift is probably so upset with Blake right now because she's getting dragged into everything. Apparently, Taylor might be more involved in the creative process for It Ends With Us than anyone's let on, at least. That's what the internet is claiming. Clips from the 2024 promotion of the movie have been making the rounds online, and they suggest that Taylor had a major hand in shaping the project. One of the clips shows Justin Baldoni, who's directing the movie, gushing about how Taylor gave her stamp of approval for casting Isabella Ferrer, the actress who plays the young Lily Bloom. And here's where things get juicy. Taylor Swift is caught in what many are calling a huge lie. She's publicly claimed that she had no involvement in the casting process for It Ends With Us. But now this clip is making waves, revealing that she was, in fact, heavily involved. The internet is having a field day with this, with some even saying Justin Baldoni was trying to keep things positive while they were secretly undermining him behind the scenes. It's wild, and now this clip has gone viral. It looks like Taylor might not have been as hands-off as she let on.
Did Taylor Swift forget that we have receipts? Watch these videos.
I found Isabella, our wonderful casting director, sent me her tape. Just the resemblance. She is a phenomenal actress. And this is her first film.
You told me Taylor Swift helped her get the role, like signed off on her audition.
I had brought in, I was casting, and I had actually brought in and showed her casting tape to Blake and Taylor. And they were like, yes, her. And that's a true story.
How did you get Taylor to so graciously lend this song that's so pivotal to this movie?
I had nothing to do with it. I mean, this is all Blake. Like I said, Blake was involved all aspects of this production. And she is also a marketing genius.
Taylor may have had some influence in getting the role. She did, yeah, I know. I don't even know if I can do something. Yeah, she was a helpful part of the process of the audition, which I found out later after I got it, and that rocked my world.
Everyone involved with It Ends With Us clearly understands that Taylor Swift had some level of involvement, even if it wasn't officially acknowledged. According to DMZ, Taylor is reportedly upset that Blake lively dragged her into the drama surrounding the film, especially because Taylor never took sides in the script dispute. Sources say Taylor was caught off guard by the situation, denying some key claims Blake made. Honestly, I tend to believe Justin Baldoni on this one. Blake might think her friendship with Taylor is still intact, but it seems like Taylor is not thrilled about being used as a pawn. Apparently, Blake was name-dropping Taylor all over town, which is not only embarrassing, but kind of cringe. Bragging about being friends with someone as famous as Taylor Swift is one thing, but trying to leverage that connection to make yourself seem right is a whole different level of problematic. On top of all this, Blake has now filed an amendment to her complaint against Justin, gathering more resources to try and win the case. She's bringing in other women who felt uncomfortable on the set of It Ends With Us and are willing to testify against Justin in court.